Hello, in this video, we will present your data about the most efficient way to make money on the web and explain part of the destinations that provide this support and the ways to work with them. Acquiring cash has consistently been related with and restricted to certain customary disconnected ways. With the internet assuming control over a huge piece of our lives, more individuals are looking to approaches to gain cash online to build their money-related inflows. You must be cautious about the stage that you decide on. While there are various ways to gain cash on the web, a portion of these may be phony, in this manner having a good time with you. Likewise, do not hope to gain an enormous sum immediately when utilizing on the web roads to procure cash. Presently with the lockdown, some of you may likewise have a few or more spare time to burn. Here are a couple of online stages, sites and assets that can assist you with procuring cash on the web. 1. Outsourcing. Outsourcing has consistently been a famous method to gain cash on the web, and the internet has a plenty of alternatives. There are a few sites offering independent errands for individuals with differing abilities. You should simply to make a record, peruse through the postings, and apply for the assignment that suits you. A few sites may even expect you to make an individual posting with the subtleties of your range of abilities, so intrigued customers can get in touch with you straightforwardly. Outfiverr.com, Upwork.com, Freelancer.com, and Workandhire.com are a few sites that give independent occupations. You can gain any place somewhere in the range of $5 and $100 through these sites. However, recollect, you may be paid once you complete your assignment and it has been affirmed by your customer. This may even mean re-examining the work a few times except if the necessities of your customers are not met. A few destinations may request that you set up a PayPal account, as most customers want to make installments through it. 2. Beginning your own site. There is sufficient material accessible online to assist you with assembling your own site. This incorporates picking the area, formats, design and the general plan for your site. When prepared to support the guests with a significant substance, pursue Google AdSense, which when show up on your site and tapped on by guests, assist you with bringing in cash. The more traffic you jump on your site, the more will be the potential for higher profit. 3. Offshoot showcasing. When your site is fully operational, pick offshoot advertising by permitting organizations to embed web connects onto your web page. This resembles an advantageous association. At the point when guests to your site purchase items or administrations by tapping on such connections, you acquire out from it. 4. Overviews, searches and surveys. There are a few sites offering cash to experience online overviews, complete online quests, and compose audits on items. To get the credit, one needs to unveil certain data to them, including one's financial subtleties. This is the reason you should utilize this course with most extreme consideration. Some of them may even request that you register with them before chipping away at ventures. The most significant watch out in such activities is to avoid sites offering cash that shows up unrealistic. Be cautious while assessing the notoriety of the site. The greatest number of them could be a trick. Most destinations advance organizations indicating duplicates of check installments which may have been given to the go-betweens, as it were. 5. Virtual assistantship. Doing all the corporate stuff from one's house is the thing that a remote helper (VA) does. VAS essentially work remotely with their customers and deal with the parts of their business that they are too occupied to even think about handling themselves. At the point when you fill in as a remote helper, you can decide to function as a worker or you can set up your own business. VAS are gifted, locally situated experts that offer organizations, and business people authoritative help. A portion of the significant territories of work incorporates making calls, email correspondence, internet examine, information passage, planning. Arrangements, altering, composing, accounting, showcasing, blog the executives, editing, venture the board, visual communication, technical support, client support, occasion arranging, and web-based life the executives. Turning into a VA can involve some level of preparing or instructions, contingent upon your capabilities. In any case, on the off chance that you have great relational abilities and are equipped for utilizing applications like MS Office, you can simply join on destinations, for example, Alliance.com, every minute of every day virtual. Collaborator, Assistant Match, EA Help, Freelancer, Flex Jobs, People Per Hour, UAssist, Me, Upwork, Vava Virtual Assistants, Virtual Staff Finder, Worldwide 101, ZipTask, Zirchel, etc. A VA may expect profit in the scope of 500 rupees to 4,000 rupees every hour. 6. Language deciphering. Knowing a language other than English may even assist you with procuring some additional bucks. There are a few sites that offer interpretation extends that require deciphering an archive from one language into another. This may incorporate Spanish, French, Arab, German, or some other language to or from English. For some, this can make the assignment rather tedious, and in this way they recruit interpreters accessible online from any place over the globe. A few sites, for example, Freelancer.in, Fiverr.com, Workandhire.com or Upwork.com offers you a stage to be an expert interpreter. The individuals who don't have the information or don't have the opportunity to finish their ventures all alone, set up their work on these stages where you can enroll and begin offering on interpretation employments and get paid in the scope of 1 rupee to 5 rupees for every word. This can go up to 10 rupees for certain dialects. 7. Internet mentoring. In the event that you are a specialist in a specific subject, you can procure by mentoring individuals on the web. Web-based coaching furnishes a way to associate online with understudies, all things considered, the nation over, to give schoolwork help and mentoring in the subjects for which you have shown aptitude. One may join on sites like Vedantu.com, MyPrivateTutor.com, BharatTutors.com. TutorIndia.net as an online guide by making a profile, and posting the subjects or classes you need to educate, how much experience you have, what your capabilities are, and so on. A portion of the stages may offer adaptable and helpful chance to function as an online mentor. Most stages follow this procedure. They request that you apply by filling a straightforward structure, after which a training demo should given their specialists. When chosen, documentation and profile creation will be done, trailed via preparing an acceptance online course. When you join in the online class, you will be recorded as an educator and will get your online meetings to direct. Learners can make around 200 rupees every hour, which can go up to 500 rupees as you gain understanding and aptitude. 8. Online life. Notwithstanding communicating with companions and outsiders, long-range interpersonal communication stages like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat can be utilized to bring in cash. Organizations and well-known brands pay web-based life specialists to additionally support the ubiquity of their items. With heaps of rivalry around and the continually shortening of consideration time of online watchers, imagination is basic to make posts, recordings and so forth that can turn into a web sensation rapidly and improve the brand esteem. Keep in mind, web-based life needs devoted time and vitality to remain significant. Subsequently, you have to share posts normally and interface with your supporters all the time. 9. Web structuring. Not all entrepreneurs are technically knowledgeable, but rather the need of great importance is to have their very own site. The individuals who have a skill for all things tech, particularly identified with sites, can enable independent companies to set up their own sites and procure from it. Coding and web planning are the basic fixings in setting up sites. Further, sites need upkeep and may require visit refreshes, which may add to one's income. Contingent upon the customer and employment, a solitary venture can get you any place between 20,000 rupees and 1 lakh rupees. 10. Content composition. Online stages can be a decent beginning stage. Contingent upon the nature of the articles, one gets paid. One might be approached to work upon articles with explicit rules also. Build up a specialty in your subject matter and manufacture quality in that space to expand the income stream. 11. Blogging. It begins with a pastime, intrigue, and energy, and before long blogging turns into a lifelong choice for some bloggers. There are various full-time bloggers in the nation. There are 2 different ways to begin a blog. You can either make a blog through WordPress or Tumblr, which requires no venture, or go for a self-facilitated blog. If there should be an occurrence of the last mentioned, you should put resources into and burn through cash on area name and server facilitating space that can cost you between 3,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees every year. Self-facilitated sites have an additional bit of leeway that it permits you to modify components and usefulness of your site. If there should be an occurrence of the previous, you have to make harmony with the apparatuses and modules made accessible by the specialist organization. You may monetize the web journals through advertisements, item surveys, etc. Be that as it may, recall, acquiring through blogging may likewise take a great deal of time and exertion. For a few, it might take as long as a year to really gain through blogging. 12. YouTube. On the off chance that you are not happy in writing down your contemplations through online journals and substance composing, utilize your camera to make a video introduction. Make your YouTube channel, transfer recordings and begin monetizing them. Pick a class or subject that you need to make recordings on and begin, yet ensure it's a theme that will intrigue many individuals. Everything from cooking shows to political discussions can discover numerous takers on YouTube. You need to make a YouTube channel, which chips away at a comparative model as a blog. As you make your channel mainstream and the quantity of endorsers develops, so will your acquiring potential. The installment one gets depends on each 1,000 perspectives. Encourage ebook. On the off chance that composing books intrigues you, one choice you can practice is independently publish ebooks and soft cover books with Kindle Direct Publishing, and arrive at a huge number of perusers on Amazon. Distributing takes under 5 minutes and your book shows up on Kindle stores worldwide inside 24 to 48 hours. One can win up to 70% sovereignty on deals to clients in the US, Canada, UK, Germany, India, France, Italy, Spain, Japan, Brazil, Mexico, Australia, etc. One can keep control of one's privileges and set their own rundown costs and furthermore make changes to one's books whenever. BooksFunder and pblishing.com are two different spots to get your book distributed and gain cash. 14. Selling your items on the web. On the off chance that you need to sell items on the web, you can it by making your own site. As there's parcel of rivalry and a few existing sites set up previously obliging this market, an endeavor to make a specialty regarding items might be thought of. Or on the other hand, you can utilize the stage, for example, Amazon, Flipkart to sell. One can build reach and perceivability through offshoot advertising. 15. PTC destinations. A few sites offer cash, after a base degree of gaining, by tapping on promotions. Subsequently, they are called paid-to-click PTC destinations. One needs to get enrolled before the task starts. Not these destinations could be real, so be cautious. One may likewise elude companions and win cash all the while. Whatever locales are ClickSense.com, BucksP and NeoBucks are some of such PTC destinations. 16. Shared. Like online business sites, for example, Amazon and OLX, a distributed P2P stage is a commercial center for cash loaning exercises. You can loan cash to others in a progressively sorted out and organized way utilizing the P2P loaning stage. The P2P stages have the recuperation procedure set up and one ought to comprehend it before utilizing the administrations of the stage. Since this is an unbound credit where there is no vis-a-vis connection, a P2P moneylender should know about the dangers in question. At present, the loan cost earned can be somewhere in the range of 13% to 30%. 17. Information passage. Despite the fact that this profession is truly compromised via computerization, there are still a lot of information passage occupations accessible in India. It is one of the most straightforward occupations you can do on the web, and requires no uncommon abilities. You simply must have a PC, internet association, quick composing aptitudes, and the capacity to focus on subtleties. Most outsourcing sites list these employments, and you can join on any of them to begin gaining in the scope of 300 rupees to 1,500 rupees every hour. Obviously, these are not every single accessible approaches to bring in cash on the internet. There are numerous ways and destinations that you can win through. Obviously, we will educate you in different recordings. You should simply attempt to consider the proper route for you and begin attempting to gather the cash, however with no surge or loss of certainty and expectation. In the event that your prosperity is late, on the off chance that you need to go after progress, you should apply a great deal of exertion and exhaustion, particularly first and foremost. Also, be exceptionally cautious in your selection of destinations or elements that you work with and search and gather adequate data about them before going along with them or taking an interest in the official site for them. We want to enjoy all that life has to offer for you and for this video to have profited you. We plan to get support from you and thank you for another gathering in another video.